What's up, YouTube? Hey, before we get started on the ride today, I told you in one of my previous videos that I got a free gift from ENGWE. I can't believe it. I feel like it's Christmas, but a very poor Christmas. But the box came today. I've not checked to see what's inside. I've just cut it open. I have an idea what's inside, but let's find out real quick. So hopefully this setup works. I've got it on a tripod, and I just wanted you guys to see the crap coming out. So here we go. First thing is a pretty sweet bag. Heart to the sun, dream forward. Life motto right there. So this is pretty neat, like a mesh material. It's got the drawstring, so I kind of like that. Not bad. ENGWE, you're 1 for 1. And then whatever this is, okay, I'm gonna have to move the camera a little bit. Alright, so take this out first. Jesus! Alright, maybe not. Let's take the heavy thing out. Come on. Get in there. Okay. Alright, so ENGWE helmet. Black, very lightweight with the ENGWE and orange on the side. I told him a large. I've got a big head. I don't know if that's going to be too big or too small. Okay, so a little, alright, a little extra there by ENGWE. So, pretty basic helmet. Like, I don't know what this sells for on their website, but not the fanciest of helmets, but it's black, it's lightweight, not too bad, so we'll give them 2 for 2. It's free, you know, I can't complain on anything that's free. So in this big bag, I'm not even, this thing is heavy. I don't know what it is, but let's open it up and find out. Maybe. So, oh, this is the folding lock, okay. Again, something that I'll probably never use, but I think this is actually, okay. This thing's heavy. This is actually a high quality. Comes with keys, little straparoo, and then some bolts and stuff. So, again, I don't think I'll use this, but I think it's really not a cheap lock, so we'll go 3 for 3. So this is a big-ass bag. I'm sure it goes on the back of your bike somehow, somewhere. It's got some straps back here. Pretty big, actually. Front, getting a black and orange collar scheme, so yeah, this ain't bad. Again, I'll probably never use it, but you cannot be free. So ENGWE, you sent me a big bag. You sent me a nice bike lock, decent helmet, and a pretty nice drawstring bag. So, and I just about hit my dog. Sorry, Layla. But all right, guys, I just wanted to throw this in. Let's go ahead and get to the video today. Three, 2, 1. What's up, YouTube? Stonebraker does stuff. It is a gorgeous, and it's only going to get better, Saturday, April 13th, 2024. It's a little bit later in the afternoon than what I wanted to start, but hey, sometimes a brother needs to get some sleep. I know in my previous videos I talked about how I seem to wake up pretty early on weekends. Well, I don't know what it was today, but I slept in till about 10 and I fell back asleep till about 11, so I got about 10 hours of sleep. Nice hibernation for the early spring. But I'm out now, and it's, you know what, it's 12:41, so definitely a late start. I should have I already had this crap ready today. Let me get my Strava pulled up, and then I'll tell you about what's going on today. Is it recording? Awesome. Okay. All right, so you saw me opening my video I got this morning. I'd like to thank ENGWE for sending me free swag. I don't know if I'm going to use any of it. The bike lock is really nice, and I probably use that little mesh bag, you know, but you can't beat free. And I'm rewarding ENGWE by riding the Mokwheel Tor Plus today. I'm on the Mokwheel because it's more of like a cruising bike, and it's kind of something I feel like is, you know, for a little bit, you know, longer rides, probably just a little more comfortable, even though the ENGWE is super comfortable as well. Actually, just completely ignore everything I just said. The reason I chose this one is because I forgot to take the battery out of the ENGWE and charge it. And this is going to be a little bit of a longer ride today, and I'll tell you about where we're going. But I knew the Mokwheel had a full charge, and I hadn't ridden it in a little bit, so on we go. I've said this in a few videos on the Mokwheel, I still need to figure out like how to get the brakes where they need to be, because they're super loose, and like there's kind of a small noise coming from the front tire where it's around the brakes. It's not anything that impacts me being able to ride it. It's just like my left, oh my God, that's like super loose. And then the back is the same, so I don't know. But when we're out in the country where we're going right now, wide open, I'm not gonna do a whole lot of having to stop and go, so we should be okay. But today, when I left, it was about 62 degrees, and it's supposed to be in the low 70s today. If you guys can see, literally not a cloud in the sky. So nice. I've mentioned it every video, but the type of weather we have really encourages me to get out on the e-bike. It really makes me want to ride, and it kind of lifts the spirit up, you know, it gives you a little bit more energy. And so we're heading out of town, and there's a place that I've always wanted to ride to. I don't know how interesting it's going to be for you guys. I don't know if the environment out here is super exciting, like it's not going to grab your attention because you're not going to see a whole lot other than country, you know, cornfields, people mowing, obviously, that time of year. But I think when we get to the destination, I think it might be pretty cool. And you probably can tell already by the thumbnail. But today we're going to be riding to a covered bridge. There's a covered bridge. I think it's about 7 miles, maybe 7.5 miles. And hopefully I can edit this down, because I'm not going to make you guys watch a video where I'm riding for 14 miles. You know, I'm not a big fan of those 50-minute videos. When I first started, I really wasn't editing anything. I had a few videos where they're like 45, 50 minutes and probably about taking the same miles. But I'll try to keep this one for you guys. It'll probably be a little longer, but I'll try to keep it like 30 minutes or 30 minutes or less. I may only record on the way there and not the way back, unless I take a different way back. There's a few different ways to get to this covered bridge, and I'm kind of taking one way that is going to take me on a, you know, like a busy road, and then we'll get back out in the country. All right, so here's where we're probably going to have to bump it up to pedal assist 5, just because, again, this is a 55 road, and you know, I'm not going to be on it that long, but I don't want to be in anybody's way. But I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of this similar weather. I'm going to try to maybe get a second video sometime today. I want to take advantage
I want to take advantage of 70 degrees because it looks like we're going to definitely have some rain the rest of the week. Yeah, so I'm going to keep riding. We'll go ahead and edit it here. Once I get up to the spot where we'll turn off this and kind of get onto the countryside, I'll go ahead and check back in with you. All right, so I had some vehicles coming up. Had pedal assist 5 going. I was able to actually pedal with a little bit, which is another reason I like the Mokwheel, is even at pedal assist 5, you do get some ghost pedaling, but you know, if you give it a little bit of effort, you'll be able to keep up with it. This could be interesting. This could be my first dog bite on video. No, he's a good boy. That dude was I don't know if you guys could see him, but where that dog was, that dude was cooking some barbecue. I could smell it. It smelled good. I think we go straight here. Yeah, stop sign. So that stop sign, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I was a teenager, that never got used. I would come this way sometimes and just never stopped at that stop sign. Now, if there was cars, obviously, you know, I would, but if I was driving by myself, that was one of those stop signs, middle of nowhere, you just completely bypass. I just admitted to breaking the law maybe 20 years ago, 21, 22, so I don't know what the status of limitations is on teenagers running stop signs in Indiana 22 years ago. But if I gotta fight that, I will, because I'll edit that out. You won't even hear that. Yeah, so if I was a blind man right here and I couldn't see what was in front of me with the, you know, I can tell there's some farmers up here. I getting a big whiff, a pig and cow. And I don't see any, oh, I see a couple cows to my right, okay. And I see some on my left, so yeah. It's the Cook family show cattle. Okay, here's a little horse. What's up, horsey? Hi. Yeah, that horse is like, who the hell are you? Go away. But I find it, I don't want to call it funny or whatever, but I always kind of get a little chuckle when I hear people talking about, like, it's bad to be a farmer and, you know, like, it doesn't take any skill or whatever. Bullshit. Like, and it is expensive. Like, you have to have money to be a farmer. I remember as a kid, we lived out in the country, actually kind of a little south of here, and there were some farmers that, you know, lived like a half-mile away, and he dressed like a farmer. And as a young kid, I'm like, okay, you know, he's a farmer, he just wears old clothes or whatever, and he lived in like a very basic house. I mean, it was nice. It was just like a little house, nothing fancy. But then you would go and you would see his farming equipment, and he'd have like, and he never had anything brand new, but you know, he'd have like a $50,000, $60,000 tractor. He'd have like a $200,000 combine. Just, you know, all the grain, the things to keep everything in. Like, I can't even imagine how much money that was. I saw a video, I think it was on TikTok, where a farmer was talking about how much his tires cost just for his combine, and it was like the cost of a house. So, and I know a lot of farmers, unless they have the midlife crisis and are like, hey, I'm gonna quit my job and become a farmer, like Ray from Field of Dreams, You know, except he built a damn baseball diamond in his crop. But I mean, a lot of farmers, they grow up in it, and it helps. You know, I guess it's nice to do that because you may already have equipment and stuff if it gets passed down from generation. But yeah, I got a lot of respect for farmers because they are some of the smartest people I know, some of the hardest working people I know. I mean, they're up. You can listen to any mid-90s country song about farmers and understand their lifestyle, but I mean, they're up before the crack of dawn. You know, they're working till 10 o'clock at night. Old lady doesn't even get any loving hardly very often. They got corn on the mind. So all kinds of respect for farmers. I kind of envy this dude right here. He's got like a little cabin house kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, that's what I want, exactly like that. Maybe I can just go knock on his door, ask if he's got a spare bedroom for rent. I'll just pop up there, act really friendly. Up, almost missed it. Cades Mill Covered Bridge to the left, okay. Yeah, so maybe it is like 7 miles or so. Get some gravel ride in here. We got a Razor coming, RZR coming behind us. I got a feeling he's gonna pass me going like 50, thinking he's cool. A nice house there to the left. You guys can't see that, but definitely a new construction. All right, so we are getting very close. There's already a car here, so I'm not the only one. All right, Cades Mill Bridge, 1854, the year I was born. So you can see, it looks like some of the restoration, the boards up there has started. And I have no idea if we can walk on this. Do I want to die or not? Let's not risk it. People down here. Let's go ahead down this little path. Hello. Not much. There you see the outside of it. Take a look at the underneath. So, not 100% sure, but I do not think this is the Wabash River. Yeah, so nice little view here underneath the Cades Mill Covered Bridge. Restoration and progress. You know, I probably could have walked on it. I don't know. But yeah, nice little, again, I don't know. I don't think this is the Wabash River, but it seems kind of like, it's Coal Creek? I don't know what this is, but it seems kind of like big to be a little creek. It's got a nice little steady stream going on here. But yeah, pretty nice. I try to get right in the middle here. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but is that good? How about we go farther back? that good. And then we'll get one right here. Good deal. All right, so that is the Cades Mill covered bridge, built in 1854, a great year. I remember it very well. As I've gotten older, and I wasn't really interested too much in this as a kid, I didn't care about it. But as I've gotten older, I've really kind of found myself liking history more and like ancestry stuff. One of the things that I love to do when it's nice out is, this is probably going to seem a little morbid, so I apologize if you now think I'm some morbid, demonic bastard. But one of the things I like to do is, one of my favorite websites is findagrave.com. So with findagrave.com, you can enter like a person's name, where they died, the cemetery. You can just search cemeteries, but you can see if someone has gone there, which I live in a teeny tiny area, which I've mentioned before, but a lot of the cemeteries in my area, a lot of people are into like ancestry and stuff. So people create accounts for free at Find a Grave, and then they'll go to these places and they'll take pictures of the gravestones. A lot of times you'll see obituaries and you may see old pictures of them, and oftentimes their profile will link to their family member's profile. So a lot of people use it for ancestry, history, things like that. And I was able to go on there and I was able to go back, I believe, to the late 1700s. I was able to trace, just by clicking on a relative's profile that passed away. And then after I clicked on their profile, their parents' profile was on it. So I clicked on her mom's, and then her mom's mom was on there. And I just kept going back and back. And it's pretty interesting. I've read a lot of cool stories on there too, where I'll end up on somebody's profile and it'll tell like their whole, basically an obituary, but it'll also have things like, this is how they died. And I've read stories about how, you know, people have died in coal mines. I read a story about how a set of twins was killed by the same bear in the same week. I guess one of the brothers, they were out camping or something, not in this area, on vacation or whatever, and they saw a bear, and I guess the bear killed the brother, and the brother tried to get away, and I guess as he was getting away or whatever, and it was like a hike, like they were days away from anywhere. So like a day or two later, the dude was still trying to get back to civilization, and the same bear killed his brother. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And you can also learn, like me personally, and this blows my mind too, but I had an aunt. She was my great aunt. She passed away in, I believe, 2013, and she was 106 years old when she passed away. So she was born in, I believe, 1906. So I started researching her a little bit, and her grave is on Find a Grave, and then her husband's grave, which I never knew her husband. He passed away in the 1970s. So I was looking at his stuff, and he was born in like 1880. Don't quote me the exact year. Like, I know it was in the 1880s. So he was, 15 plus years older than her. And that just blew my mind, that I have a connection via my aunt, my great aunt, that, I knew until she was 106, that I had a connection to someone that was born in the 1880s. Like, it just, that blew my mind. Getting pretty close to being back in town here. Hopefully you guys have not had to watch me on this whole ride. I feel sorry for you if you guys did. And we got a man mowing. I think this is my former boss. It is right here on the left. I want to see if I can give him a honk. He won't even probably know it's me. I don't remember if I know how to honk this. There we go. Is that? Yep. And he always treated me really well. He paid me well. He knew I made really good tips, so he probably could have paid me a lot less, but he paid me pretty good for the job. And this was the place I worked at. It did not look like that though. But yeah, this was the building. It was sold and somebody remodeled it and made it their own and did not succeed, and now it's a tattoo shop. But yeah, really nice guy. And speaking of really nice, this was a really nice ride. And we're getting to the conclusion of it real quick. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a longer video and it's probably a lot of me rambling on and on. But you know what, let's take a left and make it go a little bit longer. But I like doing this. I wanted to go outside of town. I wanted to go out to the covered bridge. You guys got to go with me. I'm gonna get this bad boy edited, uploaded tonight. YouTube, crossing my fingers. I want this uploaded by 6. I'm gonna eat some lunch and then I'm gonna go for a ride later. So I may trick you guys though, and I may wear a different t-shirt. Speaking of that, I debated, it's like I said, it's gonna be 70 degrees today, so I was kind of going back and forth between a long sleeve shirt, and I've kind of gotten used to wearing a long sleeve shirt or just a regular t-shirt, and kind of glad I went with the long sleeve. So, all right guys, I'm pulling back into my house. Appreciate you guys spending your time helping me waste my time. Hope you enjoyed the covered bridge. Hope you enjoy your Saturday, and we'll be back with another one.